Oh shit, am I in here? All right, so I got shit going on over here, and over here, and over here, and over here. So don't mind me if my microphone's running away. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm just being stupid. Don't mind me. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. We got one person here. I bet it's Ronnie. What up, Ronnie? Tell me it's Ronnie. I can't even see it shit. It's on the little screen, so I can't even read. I can't read. I probably can't even see your comments today, bro. Hold up a second. Yo, it ain't gonna take me 20 minutes to get going this time like last time. Don't worry. Hey, we here. Somebody's laughing. That's gotta be Ronnie. That's the homie. Come on, son. Give me a thumbs up or a come on, Ronnie. I know it's you. Shit. Happy Friday? Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Yeah. I just know it's March 6th. And that's what today is about. The history of March 6th. K-Holla and the history of March 6th. I was going to do this on a whole different subject. And then I realized what the date was. And I was like, well, while I'm telling the truth, why don't we just get this out of there too while we're at it? Speaking of, my brother's here. He's supposed to cut my damn hair. But he didn't yet. He was going to give me a skullet. Shit. Anyways. All right. So. Do I have this all ready to go? I think I'm good to go. I think I'm about to just start telling this story. I don't even know what to do with myself being all ready and shit. Oh man. Where do I even begin? So today is March 6th, which if you know anything about numbers is 3-6, which has its own little, thing behind it, right? Today I will be diving into my history with the darker arts, unlike my current situation where I am saved by Jesus. So it was not always the case. I was raised by a dad who was an atheist, and my mom believes, but I wasn't around her that much. I remember being 8 and going to church with her one time, and I could feel God just singing music in church. I could feel it. I knew there was something there, right? I knew it. And you could just feel it in your soul when you're at church singing. And that wasn't the way I was brought up though. I was brought up with a father who acted like he was God and was the end all be all at our house when it comes to like who you look up to. He was the law. There was no God. It was just my dad. So that's why Gene's out here today, because we will be talking about some evil shit. This is actually my first concert. I went to Kiss in 1998, Psycho Circus tour in Rockford, Illinois. Saw Kiss, and they had like a 3D fucking thing where you put 3D glasses on. This is 98, and it was like the red and blue shit. Like, what the hell? Like, they didn't even have 3D back then. The shit was so wild. I watched Peter Criss go up in the drum set and just doing crazy shit. I watched Gene go up into the balcony and like shake his tongue, and just blood came out all over the front rows and shit like that. It's just like, damn. I was only like, what, 98? I was only like 9. It set the bar pretty high for live shows, but I'm blessed enough to say that I've definitely been to enough that it's insane. It's actually really crazy how many shows I've been to, especially when I hear people just say that they've never been to like a live like concert. Blows my fucking mind, dude, straight up. All right, so let's go ahead and just get right into this. So, hey, welcome to K Now Live. If you don't know, now you know, okay? The purpose of this podcast is to serve God's will and not my selfish needs or my ego, to be a platform for radical honesty, to show addicts and others struggling that they are not alone, to highlight that our imperfections are what make us real, show that I am still becoming and constantly evolving as an artist and as a human being, and for me to learn in public and end stigmas because nobody's perfect, and I'm definitely far, 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 far from perfect, as you will find out today. This is episode 3. Episode 1 was just me starting. Episode 2, I believe we talked about why Ronnie showed me that, like, proved to me that God exists, and the fact that I've diagnosed with herpes. Um, the real raw truth up in here, man. It's like, if you're gonna be real, because there's no reason to pretend like you're not who you are. You know what I mean? And there's no reason to be afraid because God made us the way we are. And yeah, we're all sinners. We all go through shit, but we're not alone in this fucking crazy ass world. So, boom. The narrative for episode 3. I'm not sure, but I'm saved. This is the complete raw truth. Let's drag all these shadows straight into the light. I'm reading this shit because, as we found out, I'm not good at staying on track. So yes, I did prepare, and I do have this all wrote out. Um, I will be going off on a tangent as I go because that's just the way it works. But follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. But don't lose your grip. All right, let's go. So, what do you know about the Illuminati? What do you know about selling your soul? What do you know about wanting something so bad that you will give up everything because you, one, don't really believe it's real, or two, you're so desperate? Fuck it, right? Well, I started rapping 2007. I started writing when I was 13. I got a notebook just randomly at a friend's house. He had like 7 of them sitting on a couch, and I was like, hey, can I have one of those? And I loved music my whole childhood, but it never even occurred to me that I could actually sit down and write my own songs. I was 13, and he's like, yeah, man, take one. And my grandma died when I was like 12, and I just had I didn't process it till literally just like a year ago, and I'm 36 now. So that grief of my grandma dying, because my grandma was like my mom when I was a kid, so it felt like my mom died. You know what I mean? Like, my mom's alive and well, and we have a great relationship now, but at the time it was different. So I started writing when I was 13, and it was therapy. It had nothing to do with being rich or famous. It was just some way to get it out. I had all this shit going on in my brain, and I just had to get it out, you know? And I did that till I was like 17, 18. And then I think it was MySpace. Yeah, MySpace had I'm that old. MySpace had the artist channels, the artist pages, so you could actually have your own artist page, upload your song, and then have it as your song on your page, on your regular profile. So it was just like the coolest shit ever that like I had my own song as my profile song. I remember I got the name K-Holla. I mean, my name's Kyle Holloway, so K-Holla makes perfect sense, right? I didn't come up with it. Somebody gave it to me. I called this girl, her name was Heather Klein. I called her H Kizzle. I was like, "Oh, H Kizzle," just joking around, and she's like, "Whatever, K-Holla," and that shit stuck like glue. That shit stuck. I was like, "Oh shit!" So from that day forward, I was K-Holla, right? And so I was 18. Yeah, all right. So from 18 till 23, I wasn't a great rapper. I mean, I thought I was supposed to be, and I grew, and I like evolved in public. Like I put out my music like when I was like 18 and just sucked. It was really bad. I was doing remixes of like Stronger by Kanye and like Akon and like T-Pain songs and T.I. And I was just doing a bunch of different like mixtape type shit. But the funny thing is like it was just terrible $10 microphone quality. I actually used See, there's a pop filter on this right here, but the first pop filter I ever did was I took a pantyhose and put it around like this candy jar. Yeah, just humble beginnings, right? So after getting made fun of for about like 5 years, I DJ'd from like the age of 15 till like 24 or some shit like that at bars and shit around here in Phillips, Wisconsin. And it was funny because I was like DJ Kyle before I was ever K-Holla. And then when I started being K-Holla, everybody was like, whatever, DJ Kyle. I had this one dude who was coming to me, he's like, what up, DJ Kyle? I was like, I go by K-Holla now. And he's like, you always gonna be DJ Kyle to me. I was like, whatever, fucking dickhead. But my whole point of this is I was not good, but looking back, I wasn't bad. I just had serious, like, I don't know what split in me where there's like one half of me that's insanely confident and insanely like just doesn't give a fuck, and then there's other side of me that's the most insecure person in the world. Like I'm a complete walking contradiction, and K-Holla was this like part of me who just could be Superman, and there's just like this insane like just Kyle was just scared and just insecure about every little thing. I mean, I'm like 6 feet tall, like 185 pounds in high school, not a bad looking kid. Like, I mean, what was I fucking tripping about? Looking back on it now, I'm like, what the hell was my problem? But yeah, we'll get into that in different episodes. But anyways, so by the time 2014 rolls around, I got probably like 4 or 5 mixtapes I put out, and they were pretty good. Like that was getting better each one. You know what I mean? Like the first one was like 2012. No, the first one was called Weight of the World. It was a collaboration mixtape with this guy I met online in Florida. His name was Kane, like Kanye, but Kayne instead of Kanye. And he was this big fat dude that made me look like small. You know what I mean? Like he was this big dude, and like I used to think I was like a big fat dude, and then I saw this dude, and like I love Kane, that's my dude, but he'll tell you he's big, and but he can rap. He can really rap. He really had the same type of syllable combined rapping that I did. We both were like from the school of Eminem, just 17 little rhymes inside each line. You know what I mean? And it was like, it was my passion. It was what I wanted to do. It wasn't what I did to like, I used to just like, I had to prove that I was the best all the time. I was just like, I'm the best rapper ever. I'm the best rapper ever. I just wanted to be the greatest of all time. I didn't care about, I mean, yeah, I wanted to be rich and famous and I wanted all that shit. I didn't want to really, but until I like dropped out of college and started working at a factory, it was never about money. It was always about just wanting to be the best and wanting to be the greatest of all time. Like not second, the greatest. So take me to 2014. I'm in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, in a basement. And I'd been with my ex at the time for about like 3 or 4 years. And I had started doing shows. I've been doing shows for like 2 or 3 years at this point in Eau Claire. And I was working on a mixtape called Third Eye Open. I was in a basement smoking a lot of weed and going down the YouTube rabbit hole between 2011 and 2014. And if you were there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's funny when people talk about like the Epstein files and all this shit nowadays, because it's like, if you are my age and already went there, like, we're just, okay, we've known about this forever since we were 20, you know? I was putting together, okay, so let me read this. To really understand how I got wrapped up in the Illuminati, the delusions, and the perceived demonic possession, we have to go back to 2014. I was putting together my Third Eye Open mixtape, and I wasn't just using the Illuminati as a rap aesthetic. I was going down the YouTube rabbit hole, learning about conspiracies, the occult, Tesla. So it wasn't just 3-6 like as in 666. It was 369. I'm not talking about Lil Jon. It was 369, how energy works, all that shit. So I was rapping in the basement one time. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I was just freestyling, and I'm not a good freestyler at all. I suck at freestyle rapping. My brain just goes way faster than, like, I can't do it. And then some days I'll just start freestyling and I'll kill it. But anyways, I remember just rapping. I'm just sitting at my computer, and I'm just like, and like, you watch Tech Nine rap, and he always does this shit with his hands and shit like that. And he's strange, like he's doing this shit. And I mean, I never threw no gang signs or nothing. I was never in no gang or nothing like that. But I'll tell you what, I started doing this shit. And all of a sudden, just I don't know how to explain it. Like I had like been looking at. I mean, say what you want. It's probably just the fact that I thought it was something, and then because I had convinced myself it was something, But that's to be determined. Uh, I was I was rapping in the basement of the duplex I shared with Jen and Eau Claire. I remember throwing up 3 6s, and in that exact moment, I made like an internal deal in my head. Like it wasn't like I sold my soul. It was like I asked for and accepted like these unparalleled lyrical skills and powers that came with this dark energy. You know what I mean? Like I was so in denial. I was never would admit like it was the devil or no shit like that. I was just like, I just want this power. I want to be able to be the greatest. Like I already was like getting good, but I had no confidence in myself. So there's no way it was me, right? Like I can never admit that maybe I'm getting good. It was just like, oh, okay, you know? And so I internally asked for and accepted this unparalleled lyrical skill and power that came with this dark energy. I was so desperate to become the greatest of all time, the GOAT, haha, Baphomet, get it, that I thought this was real and the only way to get there. You had to be there, but at the time it just made perfect sense. I honestly didn't believe in God very much back then. So doing it didn't really even feel wrong. Like I didn't even feel like I was like going against God. It was like there was no God. And it was like this is all just bullshit. But hey, if they believe it, I'll join it just to be part of it, getting where you fit in type shit. So after I accepted that skill with those hand signs, this is 2014. Within a week, I got a mysterious phone call. It was this guy claiming that he was a record label executive, and he told me that he was the one who got Chief Keef and French Montana their record deals, and he could do the exact same for me. And he could put me around people that were like, he told me he's like, I could put you around. Pretty much sounds like some Diddy shit now that I'm looking back on it. Like, thank God I fucking turned the shit down, because yeah, this could be a whole different life. I could be Justin Bieber, French Montana. You know what I mean? Like, and I was cocky. I was like, well, if you can get those fucking rappers a deal, you should be able to get me one because I'm way better than them. Which to this day, I still stand by. I got nothing against Keith or Montana, bro. Like they're both good, but I'm different. He could do the exact same for me. It felt like the universe or something much darker was immediately answering this energy I just put out. I ended up turning him down, but the door was wide open. And like, check this out. Within a week of throwing up that hand sign, I got that call. My neighbor, who was my fucking weed dealer, introduced me to meth. I started smoking meth. My girlfriend and I broke up. I moved out, completely stopped rapping. The skill I just accepted went completely dormant. It was like I just invited some real evil shit into my life. You know what I mean? Like, without even knowing what I was doing. Just ignorant and arrogant. Like my song AI. Let God wash away my arrogance and ignorance. The only AI I'm afraid of. Straight up. So, this is called K-Holla Returns. I didn't rap again for a while. I actually put out Third Eye Open in 2014. And then I didn't put out another album until 2017. Which is crazy because in 2012 I put out like 4 projects. Like I'm super prolific. Like when I want to write, I just go. I don't have writer's block. I just have, whether or not I'm going that day, I guess, And this is even before the meth. Like this was like straight up. I got to talk to my counselor about getting my bipolar maybe checked for misdiagnosed ADHD or autism type shit, because there was very obvious signs in all my lyrics way before, before any of the speeds started. So, I mean, I used to like literally just my brain just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and it will not stop. So, I didn't rap again for a while. I met Amber after Jen, like probably 6 months, and then we were happy. I started dating her, and I was just Kyle again for a while, but that was never good enough in my 20s. It wasn't until late 2015 when I heard Good AM by Mac Miller. I'll never forget that album came out. Me and my buddy Brent were going to a Cubs Brewer game in Milwaukee, and just, oh shit, my dad's, it's the old man. What up?
What you doing, man?
You live on my podcast right now.
Oh, I'll get off.
Nah, man, talk to me.
No.
I'm live on the podcast. Say what up.
Oh, what up?
Say what up, old man. This is K-Holla Senior. I got a whole one person watching right now. It's the homie Ronnie though.
Oh.
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere. Humble beginnings. My 3rd episode.
Yeah, that's your 3rd?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
The wildest shit ever. When people find out about it, they'll be like, "Oh shit." I'm just Kyle now. I'm not K-Holla. I'm just being honest. I got nothing to fucking hide, bro.
That's good.
That's scary.
I'm watching a Cubs game.
Oh shit. Fucking spring training still? When's opening day?
What?
When's opening day?
I don't know.
We gotta figure that out.
I think it's the end of this month.
Wait, how are you watching the Cubs game?
MLB.
Hey. No? Is it free today?
No, it's still got to be from last year.
Oh, okay. Damn. I got excited.
Well, I was flipping around. I wanted to watch that USA game on WBC tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
They blacked it out on Fox. I get Fox on the antenna. And so I don't got to pay for it.
Yeah.
You turn on Fox right now, it says mode not supported.
Shit.
I don't know what that means. All 4 Fox channels that I got.
I was laughing at you being all sappy on my messages today. It wasn't like you, but I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, I might even shed a tear or two.
Oh, I was flipping through the
I might have had a little tear, might roll on my face, maybe just a little bit.
You did.
I might have. I don't get that from you very often. I don't get that side of you.
No, you don't.
No, I was scared. I was like, is he fucking dying today? I was like, something I don't know.
You never know when it's gonna
Yes,
happen.
this is very true.
You get a call and your old man's dead.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not gonna get a call. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fucking drive down there and find out myself.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So I'm happy you called, but yeah, I'm gonna get back to this. I'm telling a story.
All right, go do your
All right,
thing.
I love you, man.
All right, love you, bud.
Later.
Later.
Yo, thanks for hanging in there, guys. That's the old man. All right, so where was I? He sent me some messages earlier today. It was like, usually he just sends me like reels of like old people smoking weed because he's funny. But it's like those shit I've all seen before, but I just laugh because it's from him. But today he sent me some shit that was like, in case I won't be here one day, and I just want you to know you were you're the best thing that ever was. You're my son, and you're the best thing that ever happened in my life. And he didn't write it, but it was like one of those fucking reels. And just for him to even share it was pretty fucking crazy. And yeah, I was a little choked up earlier. Anyways, so yeah, me and him got a fucking complicated relationship, but man, I love him to death. That's my dad. Same with my mom. Me and my parents have complicated relationships, but I'm blessed, beyond blessed in my life. I'm so grateful. I wouldn't trade my parents for anybody. So, where was I? I didn't rap again for a while. I met Amber. We were happy. I was just Kyle, but that was never good enough in my 20s. It wasn't until late 15 when I heard Good AM by Mac Miller. I remember putting in just the CD. Oh, I remember burning it. Remember when you burn CDs? I think I downloaded it off of YouTube because this is way past like Kazaa or LimeWire and shit. This is like 2015. So I burned it on a CD. I put it in my fucking girlfriend's Camry, and we were riding around Eau Claire. And I mean, the second Good AM comes on, it's like the fucking alarm, and then it goes right into brand name, which is funny because my ex's last name at the time was Brand. Her last name was Brand. So I was like, it ain't nothing but a brand name. Hey. And then as soon as Rush Hour comes on, track 3, that beat drops, and it's just like I suck at beatboxing. I can't even do it justice. But go listen to track 3 on Good AM, Rush Hour, and tell me you don't want to rap. If you don't want to rap to track 3, like, I be over shit. Hey. Anyways, so I started getting the itch like a fucking fiend, bro. I was just like, yo, son, I gotta rap. I'm a rapper. This is what I do. Anyways, I was so inspired that I went out and bought a new preamp. I got a new mic. I got Studio One Artist Edition. I think it was like Studio One 3 at the time. They're like 7 now. For the first time. The first thing I recorded was this song called Who Knows? And it was like, who knows what grows, what flows within your soul. And it eventually ended up on my album Hot Fire. I vividly remember saying at the beginning of that track, I was like, it feels so good to be back, people. It's like coming home. And that was like in my soul. You know what I mean? Like it felt like coming home. Like, you know, it's like coming home. Like just I had this rap on that song that went like I think I'm Mac when I contemplate life. I think I'm MGK when I feel I want to fight. I think I'm Eminem every time I'm about to write. And I think I'm Kanye when I forget that I'm white. Anyways, safe to say the ego was back and alive and well. Little did I know it was about to sabotage everything again a couple of years later. I do still have every single studio session saved on my hard drive since I got Studio One back then. So that's pretty crazy. I have all like the raw vocals from like 7 albums or some shit like that. Like I could go and take all the vocals now and put them in like Suno or some shit and make all kinds of new crazy shit. Like I'm so happy. I almost lost them a few times, and that was like losing my child. I don't have any kids, so that was like losing a child almost when I lost my fucking files to my raps. Kanye when I forget that I'm white. Anyway, safe to say the ego was back. I do still okay. I also met Aztec that year, who was in a group called Project Renegade before moving to Eau Claire. He just sent everybody in Eau Claire messages on Reverb Nation. I don't know if you know about Reverb Nation, but that was the fucking shit back in the day. And he was just sending everybody messages. And I was the only person in Eau Claire that hit him back and was like, yeah, I'll collab. We made a song called Vape Wax. We made a song called Alone. And it was just instant chemistry. And I don't collab with people. Like I was super loner. Like I've always been to myself. It's like people think I'm an asshole and shit because I just don't talk to people. But it's like, I'm not. I don't know. I'm really actually, like Kyle's really introverted as much as K-Holla is super extroverted. Walking contradiction, straight up. So I met Aztec that year. We formed a duo called Angels and Demons. And that was the duality of good and evil where we changed from time to time. But honestly, at that time, I was a demon more than 80% of the time, I would say. Until I started making Christian music, that was the best music I had ever made. Me and him were just iron sharpens. He used to say it all the time, iron sharpens iron. And we were untouchable that summer. That summer of 18 was just like, he put it in a song. He's like, it's the summer of 18, riding away clean. The vibe is amazing. It was fire, dude. Everything, if you go on Spotify and go on the complete K-Holla or Kyle Holloway playlist, go down to Angels and Demons. That's me and Aztec. Everything Angels and Demons. And everything that's in there that's Project Renegade is his group that I'm featured on. So anything with me and Aztec is fire. There's no... We just were like peanut butter and jelly, son. Like stupid. All right. So when I did drop my comeback album, Hot Fire, this is where today becomes important. It was March 6th, 2017. 3-6. I don't know why I did it consciously. I knew what I was doing. I felt like there was power in the number. I didn't know if it was, I was super into numbers for a long time. I didn't realize until just this last year reading the Bible that divination is like, I didn't know that horoscopes were bad. I didn't know you weren't supposed to fucking believe in like numerology, all that shit. I reached out for whatever I could, because I didn't actually believe in God. So I released Hot Fire on March 6, 2017. I consciously used those exact numbers of that hand sign I threw up in 2014. I have a picture of me on Facebook too from back then. I was just like, I actually signed the album cover of Angels and Demons. I'm doing this and he's doing this. Actually, if you've seen the AI music video that I just did, I took the picture from the Angels and Demons cover where I'm doing this and I have the water wash away my arrogance and ignorance, and I start praying just like Aztec. That's Aztec in the AI video where the sun is like, the light is shining on him. And we're both like this. So the date became my release date for years. Like I put out Hot Fire on March 6, 2017. I put out my next album, Hyphenated, on March 6th, 2018. And then I put out finally, after we'd already had it done for 2 years, I put out the Angels and Demons album on March 6th, 2020. So I have 3 different albums that came out today. So that would be what? It's 2016, 2026. So that's the 6th year anniversary today of Angels and Demons album. It's the 8th year anniversary of Hyphenated and the 9th year anniversary of Hot Fire. And those, I mean, if you want to just hear my pure rap songs, like before I was like a Christian artist, those were the ones, man. Like I'm gonna play Burn. I'm gonna do one. I kind of learned how to play one of them on guitar. That's one of the songs I'm gonna do at the end of this. But anyways, so fast forward to 2018. 2016 Cubs win the World Series. I'm still wearing this hat. It's crazy. 2016 Cubs win the World Series. 2017, 1 year later, I'm broken up with my girlfriend. And it went from being the best year of my life to like just instantly 1 year later, I don't know what happened. Just my whole life just fell apart. I mean, I know what happened. Like through a girl she worked with, I met another dude who was a dealer, and then I started doing just insane amounts of like Molly and ecstasy before it was Molly, and fucking acid and coke and meth and just everything but heroin. And yeah, my life fell apart pretty quick. So fast forward to 2018. And the truth is I was actually screwing around with a girl before I met her, and then when we got together, I just kind of never stopped screwing around with the same girl. Like I'm not saying I'm a piece of shit for that, but then again, that goes back to the whole karma and Harvey's thing. It is what it is. Like I'm not even upset. I'm just like I got what I deserve. My whole life has been like that. I kind of just get what I deserve, and I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, life's not fair. It's pretty fair. Like if you look at the ups and downs of my life, it's been pretty fucking fair. I didn't deserve a lot of the ups, and I definitely deserved a lot of the downs. So, I mean, yeah, whatever. Fast forward to 2018, I broke up with Amber and moved into my own house on Omaha Street in Eau Claire. I was newly single, completely unrestrained, 27 years old, ready to risk it all. It was a place with no rules and no support, a place where I experienced both heaven and hell. I was on a lot of acid, heavily smoking weed, ecstasy, meth. I was having wild fucking sexual encounters, many different women and shit in the basement. Spiritual and psychological boundaries completely blurred. Pretty much boundaries completely fucking gone, right? I officially started my label, Hyphenated Entertainment, on March 11th, 2018. Fueled up on meth one weekend, just like, fuck it. Like, am I doing this for real or not? You know what I mean? Like, do I want to keep working at this? I had a good factory job too. Like I was making like $16 an hour. Best job I ever had in my life. And like, it was just like, this isn't what I wanted. I'm meant to be something more. Like I was always, convinced that I was supposed to be something more. And which I just wasn't humble at all. I was like, oh, I'm special. You know what I mean? I officially started my label March 11th, 2018. She said, fuck it. Like, started the LLC, fucking got all that shit taken care of. Got my own website. It was pretty cool. Actually, I was really like proud of myself for a while. I could say I was president of my own record label. I did it right. I didn't just, say. Well, it had been kind of like my fake label for like 7 years, and I even had a song where I was like, I wouldn't even sign you to my fake label. Like it was like a joke, But I was like, I'm not fucking around. So around this time, the actual oath happened. So I was contacted and instructed through WhatsApp by a guy who went by this like secret fucking name, and he gave me like very specific rules and details and told me like what their beliefs were and kind of just talked me through it and shit. And I mean, it wasn't a delusion in my head at the time. I was physically performing a ritual. He instructed me to wear like a black or red robe. I lit candles and shit. I like had chalk out on the floor, set a piece of paper on fire. Everything I desired was written on it. I was so deep in desperation and drugs that I actually asked the guy, I was like, if I was going to have to do anything like sacrificial, like kill anyone, because I wasn't like really, I had morals in a weird way. Like for not believing in God, I still kind of like was holding on to something. I don't know what it was. Um, there was like lines I wouldn't cross personally, you know. He said no. He told me just that when they need you to do something, you have to do it. So he asked basically for a blank check on my free will. And because he didn't ask me for money like right away, I was like, this is real. You know what I mean? I was super gullible. I was and I still am. I'm fucking gullible as shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I got scammed multiple times, different financial shit. It's the reason I'm filing bankruptcy right now. Half of it is bad lack of planning and financial decisions. Another half is scams that I got fucking frauded because I'm stupid. Flat out. I won't say, I got to be nicer to myself. I was stupid, but I was also young. I had a dream and I would do anything to, achieve it, except, and I did work hard. I worked hard. I worked my ass off to get better and be the best I could at the same time of doing this. So see how I have to like catch myself and like, I just want to down myself so much that I have to be like, no, I did work hard. I did bust my ass to become the best rapper. I did study rhyme schemes. I did learn new words. I did this. I did that. I did this. I did a lot of shit, but I never give myself any credit. So, which is half the problem right here. So I was so deep in desperation and drugs that I actually asked, okay, so I wasn't going to kill nobody. He said no, so he had a blank check on my free will. And because he didn't ask me for money right away, he waited until I felt like I was already in and had crossed the line before he started asking for like cash for like, dude, they got me with stupid shit like $333 for a fucking this and $666. They got me with them numbers, man. Them numbers got me. I was so fucking just caught up. I think one of them was like to fucking buy a goat to sacrifice. Like they were going to sacrifice a goat for me. I was like, man, why you gotta go fuck a goat? No, I'm just kidding. That's my defense mechanism. I make jokes whenever people die. I make jokes whenever serious shit happens. I was looking at my lyric. I was talking to AI about my lyrics from like back in the day. As soon as I get vulnerable, I would flip it into like some serious like cocky shit or like some really funny joke. That's always been how I handle life. So this was serious as shit, right? So this is my soul, but I just didn't care, right? I was already in, and they crossed the line before he finally asked. And it was a total psychological deception. So then the Holla psychosis era, I dropped the K completely. I wasn't even K-Holla. I was just Holla. So like Kyle was gone. It was just this whole like entity I created. It was just, Holla. And Holla was evil, but fucking nasty on the mic, bro. Holla was untouchable. Anybody want to come get a mile? Come get it right now, bro. Like, that motherfucker could spit. I would say it's still me and I can still do it. But at the time when I was like, I'm Holla, I was nasty. So that one sentence, when they need you, you have to do it, planted a psychological time bomb in my head. After being bit by my mom's cat, Buddy, which is funny, it's the same cat that like saved my life later on, like just being there for me. A couple of years before that, before I was really in, I didn't give a fuck. I was doing I could have evil energy around me and shit. And like, he came up and bit my fucking thumb once. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It sent me into complete psychosis because I just thought like, I don't know how to explain it. He's got like these teeth. He looks like a vampire. I was just a fucking nut job for a while. I was so gone on drugs and shit. So while I was recording this, like, I was recording Weight of the World Part 2, which never came out. It was the darkest fucking mixtape I ever fucking, it was just like, yeah, it's nasty. If you ever want to hear it or something, ask me. I'll send you some songs. It never came out. It sent me into a full-blown psychosis where I truly believed I was part of the Illuminati. I was living with this manic, invincible energy because I thought I was part of a secret society, rapidly crossing things off of a bucket list because I was convinced I was going to die at 27. I don't know why. I convinced myself, 27 Club. I was like, oh, I'm going to be part of that. I don't know. If you lived my life at the time, it wouldn't even be a question how real everything was. I took out a $20,000 loan to fund the LLC that I just started, dumped like at least half of it, 8,000, at least 8,000 something into advertising. So, I mean, I had good intentions. I just never had really a plan. I just was like, no, just fucking start advertising. But my Spotify and my Instagram kind of fucking started blowing up. And I was upgrading because, you know, money. And if you're good, a little money behind you, people started listening. Ask Ronnie. That's probably how you fucking found me, Ronnie. It was probably an ad on Spotify or some shit like that. It was Sunshine and Mushroom. That was later on, but I was probably just still in the algorithm from moving back then. I completely lost this isn't there, but I completely gave up on my entire momentum. At one point I had over 5,000 listeners a month. I have, I think, well over fucking 500,000 streams combined. Obviously not like one song. I'm not bragging. These are just stats, but I had shit moving. Like I had momentum, and that's what everything is, momentum, right? Like I had found a look. My mom gave me this weed robe, and the weed robe was like, I went and got professional pictures done. I had a brand. I had a look. You know what I mean? I was Holla. I had the weed, the logo Holla with the weed fucking thing. I was basically White Snoop. You know what I mean? Like, I upgraded from my weed robe. I had a full weed suit. I did too. I got a whole fucking weed suit. It was fucking nice. Back when I could fit in it. And I was getting shows with real artists. And suddenly I started meeting these Freemasons and other influential people like clockwork. It was just one after another. It was very like everything was falling into place. I was like, oh, this is obviously like I did this oath and now this shit's happening. It was exactly what you expected. You know what I mean? So because of like the WhatsApp messages that this guy kept sending me and eventual financial like demands and shit, and how he's like, oh, you don't know how this works. You got to keep paying money. I'm like, okay. I started to recognize it was a scam, right? Like finally, I was like, so I was lived in like constant paranoia. I thought I was being watched. I finally just, because I mean, who knows what the power is that this shit has? You know what I mean? Like who knows? Especially when you're on fucking drugs and shit, you'd be thinking people are watching you anyways. But then you have just, yeah, all this pressure on me, right? I thought I was being watched. I finally just blocked his number and just went on with my life. I just cut ties like that. I mean, because it's really that simple. You know what I mean? Like, unless somebody shows up and starts saying, hey, I'm this person, it's like, yeah, just block the number and fucking move on. But whenever I saw, like, people around, like, musicians and shit, like, making similar hand signals and shit, I, like, legitimately would, like, snap into, like, psychosis and be like, oh, like they're like watching me, they're fucking keeping tabs on me and shit like that. So I was in a full-blown fucking psychosis. And yeah, the music industry is nothing to fuck around with unless you're gonna just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you better believe in God. You better stay on the right, stay on the right path, because the devil don't fuck around when it comes to the music industry. So the fingertip and Alien Ant Farm. It's a good story. If you make a deal with the devil, and then your life immediately speeds up to 100 miles per hour and your paranoid mind connects the dots, I want to make it very clear that I never signed anything that said devil or like soul. So it just was like one thing that said like Illuminati, and I did my homework, and all that meant was enlightened ones, and it had a light. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, what do you got to do? I'm like become enlightened in knowledge. And what's funny is that's exactly what's happened to me since then. I made a song called Answers because I wanted answers, and Lord knows I got them. Don't always ask for answers because sometimes you don't want the answers. So I want to make it clear that I never signed anything that really said devil or soul or anything like that. It's just like enlightened ones. So there's that. Anyways, some crazy shit happened while I was working one night at my 12-hour factory shift. Instead of being thankful for a steady job that paid, for all these concerts I was going to, Cubs games, all this shit I was doing, I lost it one night and was just being a little bitch because that's what I was for the longest time. Convinced I was ungrateful. Convinced I was stuck in a factory instead of being a rich rapper. I went outside on my lunch break and literally screamed, "Fuck you, God," at the sky. So I'm pretty arrogant for somebody who doesn't believe in God to just sit there and be like, "Fuck you, God." Yeah, that was real smart. So it wasn't a week later, I was at work high on Adderall and Xanax, pharmaceutically speedballing, because that's the type of shit I was on back then. We were all on Adderall. Fuck, dude, worked 12-hour night shifts. Adderall was just like a prerequisite. But then I was on a lot of Xanax too to keep my fucking myself from losing my shit when I wasn't smoking. I was smoking weed too. I don't fucking know. It's crazy. What a combo, right? So I had to like rebend this fucking part that was already bent, which I'm not supposed to do or some shit. And I just got asked somebody, somebody just asked me to do it real quick, and I was like, all right. And I fucking like looked away. Somebody said my name, and I looked away, and I looked. I just felt something bite me. It was like real quick. Just, fuck. I was like, I think I ripped my nail off. I looked down. My shit was like at the base of my nail. I could see I had the base of my fingernail left, and then all I could see was like the inside of my finger and the bone. It didn't hit the bone, but I could see the bone. And I was so fucking high, I was just like, that's not good. So I just kind of held it. Didn't really hurt. Just kind of like, it was kind of numb. I was just holding it. I run up to my boss real quick, and I'm like, yo. I was fucking selling weed at the time and shit. So I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to my dad's. Say it was a car door. I was back at work the next night with the fucking thing on my hand. Same press. Sitting there. Anyways. This set up a wild turn of events, though. 3 days later, I'm high on Percocet because of my finger at this Alien Ant Farm concert at the show in Chippewa, and the fucking opener doesn't show up, right? And I'm just next to the owner at the fucking sound stage and shit, because I know him because I did shows at this fucking bar. And he said, it's too bad you don't have your set on you, man. And I was like, at the time I stayed ready. I always had my set on my phone. So he plugged it in. Spontaneously, I got to open for a band that I remember scraping up change with my mom and my stepbrother to buy their CD when I was like 9 years old when Smooth Criminal came out. Full circle, here I am opening up for them. That was like the first like big like act that I got to open up for, and it was not even like I wasn't even scheduled. And plus I got up there high on Percocet and probably fucked up the whole set. I don't remember, but the story's good. You know what I mean? I got to open up for Alien Ant Farm. After that, shit just started falling into place. Like I got to open up for Cottonmouth Kings, Todd McDonald. I even went to a Mac Lethal concert. Mac Lethal and Wax were in Eau Claire, and he couldn't rap his like Chris Brown remix of like Chris Brown had Look at Me Now, and he had a remix of it. He's like, I'm making pancakes, and it was viral on YouTube and shit, but he couldn't do it because Chris Brown was suing him, so he couldn't legally be touching the venue with his feet. So he had to like have somebody lift him up. Well, I was wearing the weed robe and shit, and I was just there watching it. I walked up there and fuck everybody was like, yo, have him do it. Like I had fucking Mac Lethal on my shoulders rapping fucking Chris Brown fucking remix and shit. Just all this crazy shit was happening. And like, and in the middle of all this shit, I kept seeing motherfuckers in their hands like doing this shit. And like I just seen all these people doing this shit. And it was just like this fucking dream world I was in almost. Like it was almost like it wasn't real, you know? Which is a song I actually ended up making with Aztec called Not Real, where I'm like, it's not real. Holy shit, it's not real. This must be how God feels. It just fucking got real. So the coincidences were so cinematic that it practically cemented my delusion that the Illuminati was pulling the strings. You know what I mean? So the truth, skills, scams, surrender. Looking back with a clear mind, I realized I was young with a dream, deep in drugs, and desperate, which made me the perfect target for scammers. I carried terrifying guilt for years that I had literally sold my soul, punishing myself because of a ritual that felt so intensely real. I didn't know if it was, me punishing myself or God punished me or whatever the fuck, or, But a scammer doesn't have the authority to buy my soul, and the magic didn't get me those shows. I did. When I dumped that loan money into advertising, it worked because my actual skill backed it up. I put in the work to become a lethal fucking songwriter, producer, and performer, and I just never gave myself enough credit to believe it was actually me all along. Honestly, guys, I used AI. I've gone to therapy. This is the truth. Honestly, gone to therapy. I've done all the shadow work. I've fucking done all this. I'm gonna be real as real gets. I'm still not entirely sure what's what and if it was real or not, because I believe in God now, and who knows if we know He's real, but I know He's real. So if He's real, devil's gotta be real, right? Like that shit could all be real, and like we see how shit's unfolding in the news and shit with like Illuminati's been more exposed since then. So was I scammed? Was it real? Is it real? And that wasn't really what I was part of it. Who knows, But I'm still not entirely sure. Was it just a scammer preying on a desperate kid? Was it actual demonic possession? Was it both? Like, the dude could have been a scammer, but the 2014 shit could have been me accepting demonic possession. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been both or neither or whatever. That I invited in with that hand sign. So were my years of meth addiction maybe a literal punishment for screaming to fuck you to God? Maybe not. God works in seriously mysterious ways until they are obvious. And that's my life in a nutshell. But here's what I do know. Now. It doesn't matter because the nature of that oath was broken in 2024 when I got baptized. I was in that lake, and when I got dunked, I felt it all wash away. Whatever hold that darkness had on me was washed completely clean. I'm saved through Jesus' grace and His grace alone, not through works. I can't boast. I'm saved. And I'm forever grateful for that. Thank you, Jesus, because Lord knows I put it all on the line to get whatever I wanted for myself. The physical flesh, though, still struggling. I'm still navigating these mental health battles, addiction temptations, and the fallout from all my decisions throughout my life. But I'm doing it with God on my side now, not against Him. I'm no longer who I was, but I'm no longer running. I'm just Holloway, and I'm still becoming. Amen. That is my story about selling my soul. And so I've pretty much, in 3 episodes, told all my deepest, darkest shame that I have. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this podcast is probably going to get pretty boring. We're going to have to switch it up. It's going to be a lot less confessional and a lot more like starting to write more, be more creative and shit, Today, I have 2 songs planned. I'm going to do... This is from my album Hot Fire in 2017. I don't know. Hang in there with me because I just learned how to play this today. I do know how to rap the raps. Like I can still do them damn near from memory, even though they're crazy. Where's my fucking pick? There's one. So I was practicing this earlier, but I ain't done it in like a couple hours. So who the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Dylan. Why? Because I spit hot fire. That's why the album's called Hot Fire. I used a fucking Chappelle Show skit from when he was playing Dylan. And all right, so. So it's every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Product to Tanya and Kevin here, star Armageddon. Ideas are hard to let in, but truly let it in. And in a second, you can get to step in. Past everything you've been regretting, I'm the living lesson. I'm out of excuses, I'm about to just lose it. I'm astounded about the conclusion. I found out the truth is scarier than I ever imagined. Be wary yours, cause forever I'm damaged. I can't look the same with anything ever again without questioning what dimension I'm in. Is there a secret spaceship I can climb in that will take me to a place where space and time ends? Life is a roller coaster ride, you won't survive. I'm the type that like to go over the edge with open eyes. Hope I fly, but when I fall and don't die, don't look so surprised. Time keeps flying by, and I ain't trying to die. So why I gotta lie? Sometimes I'm scared of shit. I feel lost in this world filled with problems. My life's still awesome, thank God I'm aware of it. I asked my conscience, where the fuck did you go? He said, I found some bad habits, now I'm trying to lose those. Why the fuck you talking to yourself? You're too stoned. Shut the fuck up and eat your tombstone. What the fuck is wrong? I'm out of control. I'm out here searching in the lost and found for my soul. Cause hell is too hot and this world's too cold, and there's no more heaven cause it's all been sold. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. I woke up again, so today's another day breathing, but just cause I'm alive, don't think that I don't face demons. Woke up again, so today's another day breathing, but just cause I'm alive, don't think that I don't face demons. Trying hard as life, not to get my hopes up. I know what it's like to have my soul crushed. I need to quit before I go nuts. It's like I'm lost with no love, it's so tough. Who is Kyle? My truest style's juvenile. Miss the days when I used to smile, but when all you do is win, the universal balance makes you lose a while. Time for a new style. Are you paying attention? Are you taking the lessons? Are you vacant possessions? Yeah, your blatant obsession. I think it's depressing every day I'm letting it take me to heaven. But then I'm naked regretting the hell created I'm left in. With this demon, will he leave? This addiction is killing me. To tell the truth is self-induced. I guess my common sense is something seldom used. Yo, still doing this even though I plan to quit. Even against myself, I keep playing devil's advocate. You don't even know the half of it. How you keep pursuing your passion when you're no longer that passionate. Whenever I have no control, I only know one place to go. I smoke a bowl and suddenly my hope can show. Yo, I show them how motion flow. Been working on my bucket list like I died in a minute. Truth is, you never know the way that I've been living. Besides, what the fuck else I'm supposed to do? If you knew what I knew, you'd be working on yours too. Some days are better than others. Some days are a motherfucker. Some days make me smile. Others make it all worthwhile. And them other days, yo, they make me Kyle. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. Every time I get depressed, I burn one. When I got too much on my chest, I burn one. When I feel like there's nothing left, I burn one. Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Holla, 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 and holla. Why? Because I spit hot fire. Stupid shit. Man, I used to have fun rapping for real. I miss when it was like really my passion. I wanted to just be the best because it became just straight therapy and a necessity to survive once the drugs took over, like the hard drugs. You'll hear it. You can literally hear it on Hot Fire. It goes from, it's like the first song, I think it's Burn One, then Getting Really High, then New Bong, then Vape Wax. So it's all weed songs, the first 4 songs, right? It's Hot Fire, right? This is my whole brand was weed songs. But then it goes to like, I think number 5 is Save Me. And Save Me is like the first track where I start talking about meth. And as crazy as I was trying to sound, and like I was trying to be like, I'm insane coming. Tell me, my brain's fucking insane coming. Yo, go listen to Save Me. You can't. It's not on Spotify no more. Never mind. Save Me is fucking crazy. I'm gonna put out a AI punk remix of Hot Fire. I think I'm trying to get. I got like 7 or 8 of them fucking done so far. Punk remixes. It's gonna be like Holla goes punk or Hot Fire goes punk or some shit. I don't know. Shit sounds pretty fucking cool, I think. I'm a big fan of AI, honestly. I thought I would hate it, but I don't, because I stopped hating shit. I actually accept shit now in life. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, peaceful thing. All right, so that was Burn One. This is a newer song. This is a new song that's gonna be on. I mean, might be on Playing with Shadows. I don't know. I need some water. Hold up. You need some water after you spit that shit. Every time I get stressed, I burn one. There's people who know that shit for real. All right, Capo 3. Enjoy today. Yo. Everything became still and dull. No joy available, you see. Everything became still and dull. No joy available for me. Everything became lame and boring. They never gave me a warning. Every day the same old story. Lord, please change this for me. All right, I just wrote that verse, so don't fucking. That might not be the verse, but I've had this chorus for a while. I kind of fuck with this one right here. Check this out. When you're stuck in your personal hell and don't know what you have to do, get up from where you fell. Start showing gratitude. Maybe we'll find ourselves. Maybe we'll find a way. Finally get out of hell. And finally enjoy today. 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 Finally enjoy today. I was smoking much more than weed. I needed help horribly. I remembered that you're the key. Surrendered on my knees. When you're stuck in your personal hell, don't know what you have to do. Get up from where you fell. Start showing gratitude. Maybe we'll find ourselves. Maybe we'll find a way. Finally get out of hell. Finally enjoy today. 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 Finally enjoy today. When you're stuck in your personal hell, don't know what you have to do. Get up from where you fell and start showing gratitude. Maybe we'll find ourselves. Maybe we'll find a way. Finally get out of hell. Finally enjoy today. 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 Finally enjoy today. That was episode 3 of K Now Live. K out. Have a good night, guys. Do, 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 do. Start showing gratitude. I don't know how to get out alive. None of us get out alive. Get it? Don't worry. Don't worry. Gene. Man, I'm gonna do. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit. And this is what I do. This is I play fucking music. So, I wonder if YouTube will fucking ban me for this shit, or if they'll flag me for this shit. Well, we're gonna find out. Doop doop doop. This one's for Gene right there. Gotta go ahead and do one time for Gene. All right. Here we go. Table 3, balloon. Feel uptight on the set. Feel uptight on a Saturday night. Oh yeah, it's like feel uptight on a Saturday night. I figured that out. Like it just says A minor, right, for the chord, but you gotta like know the song. It's like I hear my song and it pulls me through. Strong, tells me what I got to do. Got to get up. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Get down. Everybody's gonna leave their seat. You gotta lose your mind and keep trying. Get up. So stupid. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Get down. Everybody's gonna leave their seat. Late, I just can't wait. 10 o'clock, I know I gotta hit the road. First I drink, then I smoke. There we go. Start up the car, try to make the midnight show. Let's go. Get up, everybody gonna move their feet. Get down, everybody gonna leave that seat. Moving fast down 95. Every time I laugh, every fucking time I do it. That's why I love this shit. How can you not love a song where you laugh every single time you play? See? It's involuntary. Hit that speed, but I'm still moving much too slow. It's so good, I'm so alive. What? Fucking contradiction 9 months? Okay. Hear my song playing on the radio. It goes. Everybody gonna move their feet. Everybody gonna leave their seat. Track ahead at my eyes. Oh my God, no time to turn. I laugh because I know I'm gonna die. Everybody's gonna move their feet. Down. Everybody gonna leave their seat. Everybody gonna leave their seat. You gotta lose your mind. That one's for you, Gene Simmons. I went as Gene Simmons one time for Halloween when I was like 9 years old, and I was a fat kid, so I had a cool ass mask that my Aunt Paula sent me from New York, but I had a Hershey's Kiss. Ironically, Hershey's Kiss. I mean, that's pretty close. I mean, it was still Kiss, right? I just realized that.